Well, welcome back, friends. Today we got something really special coming for you. We're going to be doing a ham hock. I had a friend that just came back from Germany and he said it was one of his favorite meals there. We're going to do kind of a more southern take on it, but let's get into it. Super crispy. Okay, to start off, we can kind of look at this. The ham hock is a part of the leg, and so this one has all the skin on it. So what we're going to do is we're going to do little slices just through the skin. This is going to make some crackling, and we want that just to be as crunchy as we can get it. Okay, we're going to do vertical and horizontal strips on it. Okay, we're going to do the other side as well. Okay, now that we've got this all sliced, we're going to do some seasoning. So kind of traditionally, the Bavarian variation of this is like some salt, pepper, some caraway seeds. You may see some juniper berry in there. But we're going to kind of go with a more traditional southern style. We're going to do salt, pepper, garlic powder, onion powder, and then paprika. So we're going to liberally season all of these. We're going to use these little cuts and slices to kind of help get some of that seasoning, because the skin acts as kind of like a little blocker of getting seasoning down into the meat. Okay, it's a little messy. So these are going to go in the refrigerator for an hour. If you have time, I would allow them to go up to overnight. You'll probably have a better product that way, but these are going to go in the refrigerator and we'll see you back in an hour. Okay, so it's been about an hour. I've got the oven preheated to 325 and the rest of the setup is super simple. So we're just, oh my gosh, totally lost my train of thought. Okay, so I've got the oven preheated to 325. I've got a casserole dish here. If you have a roasting pan, that works. I've just got a little cooling rack in it. So we're gonna just kind of move these guys over here. And I want them kind of standing up so when we blast them with heat later, we can get some good crackling on the outside. Okay, move this. So we're gonna need to put an onion in here. So I'm gonna go ahead and get that ready. Oh man, the tip of my knife is dull. So I'm just gonna do, these are not actually gonna go in there, they're just kind of for the aroma. So these things look so beautiful. Now we're going to go in with some stock. I'm using vegetable stock. You can use pork stock. You can use beef stock. Really kind of whatever you have on hand. It's about 3 cups. And then I'm going to go in with a beer. Traditionally, it's like a German dark beer. Didn't have any on hand doing dry January, so there's not much alcohol in the house. So this is just a beer from our local brewery, Druid City. Thank you. If you've seen the brisket episode, you know what I'm talking about. I'm just going to go in with it. This is going to go in the oven for at least 2 hours. We're going to cook this until it gets to an internal temperature of like 185. And periodically, from about like every 30 or 45 minutes during the cook time, I'm going to come over and baste the top of this with some of this liquid. So this should help keep it super moist. And then the liquid, as basting it, you're going to cause the skin to dry out and then get wet again and then dry out and become moist and dry out a couple of times. And so when we go to broil this later, we should get a super nice crispy skin on it. So I'm gonna put this in the oven and we'll see you in a few hours. Okay, so we just got the temperature. Pull these babies out. I just bumped the temperature up to 450. And now we're gonna move these over to a heat-proof pan. Okay, cool. Get these out of the way. Okay, while we wait for the oven to come up to temperature, we're going to strain off all of the kind of solids that are in this. And this gives us a chance to cool just a little bit. I want to skim off some of the fat. There's a lot of fat in a pork knuckle, and a lot of it is rendered out now. And it's all in here, and it's probably a little bit too much for this. So we're gonna wait just a minute, and then we're gonna load the oven back up. Okay, so our oven's up to temp. These are gonna go in there for 15 to 20 minutes probably, just until the outside of them kind of browns up and kind of turns into cracklings. So I just pulled these ham hocks out. Let's work on this pan sauce now. So I'm just gonna take all this jus that came out of the bottom of the pan, pour it in there. I've got some cornstarch and some water. I'm just gonna mix these together. I'm gonna add this. And we're just gonna wait for this to thicken up some. Okay, so she's gotten decently thick. Well seasoned. So I'm gonna get reset up and then we'll do some plating. All right, we're all done. Listen to this. Super crispy. Off camera I made some mashed potatoes. This is traditionally served with a potato dumpling, but it's a whole different video. So I'm gonna put a little bed of potatoes down. Let's get this guy right here. Here our little pan sauce. Oh man, she looks so good to me. Okay, let's get a little bite of this thing. Apparent that I still need some practice with some technique on this, but let's see what she tastes like. Wow. Well seasoned. Could have probably slow cooked for another hour. I think we would have had a better result. I should have crisped up the skin on either side instead of trying to do it all at once. But man, first attempt at this, I can't complain. Such an underappreciated cut of meat. I hope you find some time to make this. I hope you learned from my mistakes today. I want to thank you for stopping by. Remember to like and subscribe. We'll catch you on the next one. Peace.
Cool.
The sauce. It's like a gravy.